Hi, Michelle here from Straw-Bearie, and today we are making microfiber makeup wipes that you can use for yourself or you can give as a gift. And I'm also going to compare what it's like to make square ones versus circle ones. To make the makeup wipes, you're going to need some microfiber towels. Some videos will tell you that just regular terry cloth will work. No, microfiber is the way to go. I got these at Harbor Freight, and there are 4 in there of all different colors: yellow, green, blue, and orange. And they were marked $3.99, but when I gave them my phone number, they became $2.99. So basically $3 for 4 microfiber cloths. And this is how much fabric you get in one. So it is basically a 12 by 12 square. So if you're making 3 inches, that would be 3, 6, 9, 12. So that would be 4 by 4, 16 out of 1, I believe, if I did my math right. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I've got these. You're going to need some kind of regular like cotton fabric. So I have grabbed some scraps and some of these batik prints. I think they look real pretty. I prefer to use darker colors because once someone is taking makeup off, they're not gonna look, they're gonna stain. Let's just face it, they will stain. So I like to use some fun darker prints. And you're going to need some fleece fabric. So I just have this scrap fleece. It won't be seen, so it doesn't matter what color it is. That's another reason why I like to use the darker fabric. I used some lighter fabric on these little makeup squares, and I think they turned out really cute. So you can use the lighter fabric as well. So these were the first ones I made. They were kind of my trial, and they are 3-inch squares. Now the squares are super easy to cut out, but they're a little harder to sew. So I'm going to try both squares and circles today and let you know what I think is going to be best. We're going to start here with the easy ones, and that means we're going to start with the square ones. So there is a border, there's a serged edge to these towels. So since I'm doing square ones, I want to cut that off. And I'm going to cut that off over here as well. Now if you're doing the circle ones, you're not going to have to cut this off. Now I'm going to lay this down on my cutting mat. And using my rotary cutter at 3 inches, I can cut it that way. And then, so let's make sure 3, 6, 9. Okay, because I cut off the edges, it's a little less than 3. So I'm just going to make these just a little less than 3. I'm not going to tell you that I'm making it, 2 and whatever, because A, that would be math, and I don't like math that much, and B, because it doesn't have to be totally perfect. I mean, these are basically wash rags to wash your face. Okay, so now I have 4 of these. So now I'm going to cut my 3-inch squares out of my pretty fabric. I've got 4 of those, and I'm going to need 4 pieces of my fleece. The cutting for the squares is super easy. If you have a rotary cutter, it goes really, really fast, and you can whip out a whole bunch all at once. Now we're going to do the circle method. So I just found this roll of foam tape that the inside is about 3 inches. So I'm just going to trace out a circle. And again, it doesn't matter if you can see it because this is going to be on the inside. And I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut around that circle. Once I have that cut, then I can lay it on my microfiber and I can cut around it. And I could probably do several, you know what? How about I do that? I'm gonna fold this. So I folded this so that I'm going to cut out 4 at one time, just following the fleece that I've already cut out. Okay, so now I have 4 microfibers. I'm gonna need to make 3 more fleece, and I need 4 pieces of my pretty fabric. I will be serging these. If you do not have a serger, I would recommend that you cut these out with pinking shears and have that little zigzag edge. All right, so here we have it. We've got a pile ready to make 4 circles. We have a pile ready to make 4 squares, and we'll see which works better as we're sewing them. Definitely the squares win for cutting, but let's check out the sewing. So you're going to take your microfiber, you're going to sandwich your fleece inside, and you're going to take your pretty fabric, and if there's a right side and a wrong side, you want the right side out, and you don't want this to slide all around on you. So you're going to take a pin. Do you see this? Do you see this? I got this pin cushion for Christmas. Isn't it adorable? This little hedgehog. And it has these butterfly pins. So cute. You're going to take a pin and put it there. Now I am using my serger today, and the light went out of my serger, so I hope that you can still see. You could definitely use your sewing machine, maybe a zigzag stitch if you have a sewing machine with a zigzag stitch. Here's my sewing machine. It does not have a zigzag stitch, so I cannot do that. Now I've tried, when I did this before, kind of pivoting. Oh, my other light went out. Just don't find it real easy to pivot on a serger when you have 2 needles. And there you have it. You have a little makeup wipe. Now, if you missed anything, or if it looks wonky or whatever, like I feel like I kind of missed right there a little bit, you can go back and you can serge that section a second time. And there you go. Makeup wipe. Super easy. Now let's try the circle ones. Again, I'm going to, oh, these are not perfect circles already. Okay. I'm going to sandwich my fleece inside. And let's see how this goes. I'm trying to turn as I stitch, and it's not super easy. And oh, I forgot my pin too. Let's try pivoting a little. And there you have it. I don't like this one as much, but it was my first try, so I'm gonna continue trying. to see if I can get better. It doesn't look too bad, but it is really small. And I found myself constantly having to undo the presser foot to pivot a little bit. So if I'm comparing the two, see the size? I like the squares better. I think they're so much easier to make. And I really think it is much easier to make the squares. I don't really like the circle ones. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. For everybody watching who does not have a serger, I'm gonna go ahead and just try this again. This time using my trusty little pinking shears. And we'll see how this looks and how it compares. So I'm gonna cut out a circle. We're gonna try that circle one again. From each of my 3 fabrics. Okay, I'm gonna sew these together. Should I do a square one too, since I like the square one better? You know, you can actually buy pinking shear rotary cutters as well, just FYI. One nice thing is your fabric will stick to your microfiber, making it easier to cut out when you're tracing it. So I'm going to sandwich them together again with the fleece on the inside. Going to pin them together. And let's take this sewing machine and see how it ends up. First, let's do the square one. Lift up, pivot. Lift up, pivot. I'm realizing now after the fact that you can kind of see my middle layer here a little bit, and it's not very pretty. And I think maybe this would have been easier if I had cut it out first, just with, you know, regular straight cut, and then I come in afterwards with my pinking shears and cut off that excess. Yeah, I actually like that better. So, and I think that will save you some time too, because I don't know about you, but cutting with my pinking shears is not the easiest thing to do. There's my square one. Let's try the circle one. I did not like the circle ones either. Square is the way to go. I have watched a lot of videos on how to make these makeup wipes, and some say to use terry cloth or whatever. No, you have to use microfiber. I've used a lot of makeup remover products in my life. I've been wearing makeup for a really long time. I've used expensive makeup removers. I've used Vaseline and baby oil and coconut oil. But this makeup remover, all you need is the microfiber cloth and water. It is amazing. Let me show you. I have my cloth. Just getting it wet. And I've been wearing my makeup all day, but I'm going to take it off for you. And I just swipe by a couple of times. You can see the mascara there. What's waterproof mascara. And it's completely off of that eye now. That was so easy and fast. No chemicals. It's amazing. And since we're here near the end of the video, I did want to share with you my Bible verse for today. I know I probably look weird with one eye, so let me go ahead and take off the other eye while I talk about it. It comes from Psalms 51, verse 10. Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Create in me a clean heart. Are you willing to have repentance? Are you willing to ask God to find the impure and bad things in you and to make them clean and wipe them away, make them clean and wipe them away? Because God does that. He gives out his forgiveness, and it's awesome and it's wonderful and it's amazing. Create in me a clean heart. Thank you so much for everyone who is watching this video. I really appreciate it. For you watching all the way through, please give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And until next time, toodles!